Good evening. It's another adventure with Bubba, buying lots of things for too much money. This adventure today was fueled by a trip to... What was the name of that deli, honey? She can't remember. It's a cool deli in Ann Arbor, Michigan that's world famous and incredibly overpriced, which really wasn't that delicious. It's kind of a... not too happy about it. But I did find some awesome stuff at thrift stores, and I want to show them to you. But first, let me show you this. See if you can see it in the light. Can you see it? Galaga for a good time insert coin. I thought that was pretty cool. My wife thought it was a little rude, a little crude. But I love Galaga. It's one of the games I always played with my dad when I was this big at the arcade called Red Baron, and the other one called Major Magics in Toledo, Ohio. Pretty awesome places back in the 80s. Unfortunately, both have gone by the wayside, and we have no arcades left in the area. So if you want a game, you pretty much have to do it at home, or you got to buy your own arcade machine, or travel out of town to like Cleveland. There used to be a Dave & Buster's in Ann Arbor where we went today, but that's long since closed, and unfortunately, no arcades. So I'm a big purist when it comes to arcades. I think they're one of the coolest American pastimes that's forgotten, long forgotten. Excuse me. And unfortunately, people aren't doing much to try to bring them back or try to preserve them. So I think that's something we all need to, be responsible for, is preserving the history of gaming just as much as we do the history of sports, of music, of art. Video games are an art form. It's something people create. It's a digital analog medium, but it's still an art form, and I think it's our responsibility to keep those arcade machines alive. There's a lot of people that do that. Can't think of his name offhand, but he lives in Japan. He's a cool guy. I subscribe to his channel. I'm going to see if I can put it in the link if I can remember what his name is. But he's actually one of the guys that, even though he does his stuff in Japan, unfortunately, the U.S. Doesn't have those type of machines, but he's a good example of how an American respects that pastime and tries to keep it alive. And, yeah, but I digress. Let's get to the finds for today. You're going to be pretty amazed. So we're going to start out with the first awesome thing I found today. So let's turn this direction. It's easier if I show you than hold it up because this camera's handheld. It's really small. Let me see if I can show you. See? It's tiny. Okay. Let's see some stuff. First up is an Xbox 360 faceplate. Pretty awesome. It's in perfect condition. Nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing broken. It's actually very clean. I just grabbed it because they didn't know what it was and they gave it to me. I was pretty amazed. So we got that. And this video might have to be a two-parter because my battery might die, so bear with me here. Next up, and I'm not going to bother telling you the prices because everything was super cheap. I don't want anyone to get mad. Next up, I found this in a box. Compaq iPack. Stowaway. I was like, what is this? I know I saw this before somewhere, so I'm fiddling with the latch. And it's a breakaway keyboard, or a foldaway keyboard. It doesn't have the cable, but this thing is in really nice shape. It's like nobody even used it. And I'm sure this is worth something, and I'm sure I might be able to sell it or have a use for it. So that's pretty awesome. And see, it just folds in fourths, clips together. Well, this one I'll tell you because it's obscene. I paid $1 for this. Next up, two Monster brand powered subwoofer cables for your home theater system. Two of them. Now, you can use these for left and right audio, I'm sure. But why would you? I mean, they can be used for subwoofers. They're gold plated tips. And, I mean, these cables were easily, even on sale, $15 a piece. They gave them to me because I bought a whole bunch of stuff. They're just like, oh, you just take them. So, yeah, two Monster cables, perfect condition. Both, they have to work. I mean, these things are built like a tank. There's no shorts in the wires, nothing. So, haha. I win. Next up, for no reason at all, I grabbed a little crystal clock. I just thought this was kind of cool. It's solid crystal, made by, I think, Göttinger. It's made in Japan or Taiwan, so it's not necessarily valuable. But it's just a neat little crystal clock that I couldn't pass up for $1. So I got that. the little clock pops out. It has a tiny little Duracell battery inside. It obviously doesn't work. It can be fixed. You can move the face around and get it centered. I don't know. I usually don't pick up stuff like this, but I couldn't. I mean, this thing weighs a ton. It'd just be cool sitting on a desk. And next, this thing is going to be the crown jewel of my vintage crap finds, because I saw this in a box and I knew it was something special. This is what I saw sitting in a box with those mock Greco-Roman impressions in the metal, and there's this little insignia that says Rolls Razor, and it says the something, I can't remember what it says there. It's very tiny writing, but I thought this was really cool. I was like, Rolls Razor. So I look on the back and it says Rolls Razor, made in England, 1927. This thing is like beautiful, still in great condition. So I'm like, what is it? It's actually a shaving kit. Pop this up. See if I can get it with one hand. Oh crap, come on. Yep, little button pops up. Bing. It's a self-sharpening razor. The slate is broken. It used to hold a slate right here, but that was cracked in pieces. I just threw that in the garbage. It still has a little tool that came with the kit. And what you do is you pull up on this handle, and you can sharpen the razor by pulling it back and forth along a track. It almost looks like a mouse trap or a cheese grater. You just pull it back and forth on the leather, get to the end, you flip it over, flips the other direction, and you pull it back. It's amazing. The leather strap is still intact here. Even if this isn't worth anything, what a great piece of history. What an interesting thing to find. And I think I paid $5 for this. And I was willing to pay $5 because it's a historical item. This thing was made, you know, creeping up on 100 years ago. I mean, we got a while, don't get me wrong. But we're closer to 100 years than not, so it's almost a 100-year-old piece of just, I wouldn't say Americana, Europacana. Whatever that means. Next, believe it or not, lightning can strike twice, and apparently it hit me right in the face because I found another bubblegum machine. This time it's a Jelly Belly brand, coin operated, so awesome. Can be opened on the top with a quarter or probably a nickel. Nice shape. It was used, obviously, so it's kind of dirty, but it can be mounted on that stand that I purchased, amazingly, if I wanted to. This one I'll probably sell. Got a glass tank. It's very cool. I think I paid $4 for this, and that's amazing because I'm sure it's worth a lot more than that. So my next find, and of course you're not going to believe it. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't happen. It's obscene. It's unfair, but I'm Bubba Nintendo, so of course I found some Nintendo crap. I found another perfectly mint condition Super Nintendo for $5. No controller, but it did have AV and beautiful brand new condition power supply. I mean, look how clean the plastic is. It's amazing. The system is the cleanest, newest one I've ever seen outside of the factory. Okay? When I had one brand new, it was the only thing that's cleaner than this. Look at the sticker on the back. I don't see, it's not going to focus. It's like, doesn't have anything. This thing has a couple of scuffs on it. A couple. But look at the stickers on the bottom. I mean, they're still shiny. It's perverse. It's like somebody took this out of the box and just gave it away right away. I found this in a box buried under some cell phone chargers. Just sitting there waiting to be cherry-picked. No controller, but, I mean, you want to bet this thing fires up like that without even trying? I guarantee this thing hasn't been played. If it has, they didn't like it because they didn't use it. It's obscene. There's no fading anywhere. No discoloration. Nothing. Not even dirty. No broken pieces of plastic. Couple of little scuffs here and there. But for something that's 20 years old, you can't beat that condition. Okay? You can't. Try. I dare you. Okay? I dare you. Okay. So now that I'm calming down, got something for my wife here, which I thought was pretty incredible. She's into Asian culture, mainly Japanese, and so she reads a lot about the world of the geisha, and she saw this picture, and I know it's probably not super valuable. It was probably some tourist thing that they picked up somewhere in New York City or whatever, in little, or what is it, a little Hong Kong, I think? Yeah. Probably. But check this out. It's a three-dimensional geisha picture, which I think is pretty cool. She's got her fan. See if I can get some glare away from this. You can see the detail. It's very cool. It's actually quite... It has a lot of depth to it. The frame is very banged up, so I'm going to fix that for her. But on the whole, Preparation H does feel good, okay? So anyway, I like this a lot. This is cool. $4 for this. I'm sure it was 20 in some little gift shop, but that's going to probably go in the bathroom, believe it or not. Geishas while you poop, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Next up, I have some photography equipment, which I was pretty stoked to find because I used to sell this on eBay, and I've got a couple of really good finds here. We have a Canon. I believe this is an adapter. It might even be for film equipment, but that doesn't matter. The point is it anything Canon or Minolta from the 70s and 80s is pretty valuable. It's made in Japan. It's a Canon C8 Converter 2, 6.5 to 26 millimeter, 1 and 1.7. It's got a serial number on it. Made in Japan. This thing is like beautiful, like the day it was made. It's been in this case probably since they bought it, so I can't complain. It's pretty awesome. I don't really know what it does yet, but I know lens converters, you know, those are always necessary for people. Putting that back inside of its hidey hole. Moving that over here. Next up, we got a pair of matching, it's like a kit by a company called Mamiya. Mamma Mia! Okay. But anyway, this is another Japanese company, and this came in a 2-pack, but the carrying case was absolutely destroyed. It was like melting destroyed. But they're Seikor lenses. This one is a little, what is this? 28 millimeter lens, probably originally designed for a small point and shoot camera. Truly, truly awesome. In beautiful condition. Lens is beautiful, and here's the larger version. And this should have a lens cover on it, but of course it doesn't. And this is a 135 millimeter. Lenses in this condition, they can be worth nothing or they can be worth something. I'm thinking these might be worth something. Now this one I know is worth something. Even though it's got the wrong lens cap on it, this is a Minolta 100 to 200 millimeter beer can lens. These can sell for a lot. If this is one of the ones that's in demand, this is, you know, of course, long-distance photography, stuff that nature photographers, paparazzi use. I sold a lens like this one time that I got at a garage sale for next to nothing, for like $200 and this was $15, and I looked it up on eBay before I left, and if I was getting this information right, it's worth about $100. So I was pretty stoked. I'm getting back into eBay with this haul here because there's some things I'm going to sell. Did spend a lot of money, but it was an investment. But anyway, moving that over here. Got some games! First up, can't believe I found it. One of the 2 Mickey games that I want for the Sega Genesis. It's World of Illusion, starring Disney's Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Great. I'm sure some of you Brits have the Mega Drive version. It's probably called something else, but I've seen somebody review this game. It's pretty sweet. I was waiting to get this. I want the Castle of Illusions too. That one I'm really looking forward to. But this is card only, but it is really good condition, and definitely collectible. That's awesome. Next up, got another copy of Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Looking really clean and bright still. Cleaned up the card a little bit with some alcohol. Usually if I don't have a magic eraser, I'll just use some alcohol on a paper towel and just wipe off the dirt. Looks really nice. Smells okay. I hate the smoke smell, don't you? And since I had to sell it when we needed money for our trip to Cedar Point, I got it back. Final Fight, Super Nintendo, in good condition. Got a little writing on the cart, but you know that can be cleaned up easily. But that's pretty pimpadocious. I gotta try to get this video done. I really don't want to do 2 parts. Next up, case and disc only, but in collectible condition. The case needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It's Gran Turismo for the PS1. Missing the booklet, but of course, if you have it, an extra one, I do need it. So of course, let me know. But the disc is actually in collectible condition. See? Like it. Good stuff. Okay, she tried to talk me into, well, these are expensive games. You know how the dumb white trash people at these places always want to tell you, this is nice stuff. Like, okay, it's so nice that you didn't even do any research on it to find what it was really worth. I got that for $1. Okay, next. No offense, I'm not putting people down. I'm not above anybody, but I hate dumb people that try to pretend they're smart and try to argue with you about things that they have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know many people who know more about eBay trends than me because I spend so much time doing it. And don't try to argue with me and tell me that the poop is gold instead of brown, okay? I know what color the poo is. So next up, got another copy, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for PS1. Disc is in good condition, not very good. It's just a one light scratch and a fingerprint over here, not too bad. But otherwise, it's complete. It's in really nice shape. I do have 2 copies of this now, so I'll probably trade one, but I love Harry Potter, and you'll see some more of that stuff later. Got a damaged but complete in-box Asteroids for the Atari. Comes with cart. Well, I'm not going to show you, but everything's in good shape. Still has the original booklet. It's got the Atari catalog in here too, which is pretty neat. Cart's in really good shape. Looks pretty much like brand new. Box is severely squished, but you know what? For being from 1982, I think 81, this is in good shape. This came out 30 years ago this year, and look at this 30-year-old box, looking great. I'm going to be 30 this year, so this is awesome. Of course, I wasn't old enough to play it when I came walking out of the Vajay, but you know, I'm still here. So anyway, 2 collectible condition, complete in box Sega Genesis games. Watch out now. It's Mortal Kombat in like shelf brand new spanking condition, looking beautiful. I popped it open expecting to see a dusty, marred up, nasty cart. But you know what I found? It was just as good looking on the inside as it was on the outside. Look at that cart. Oh my gosh. Look at the label. Did anyone even love this game? Did anyone use it to pull out hearts? I don't think they did. Look at the book. A little bit of dog earing on the corners, but you know, a lot of them just curled up on their own. I don't know. Did have these 2 cards. Warranty registration, intact, and a little insert card that is promoting the Furious Sound of Mortal Kombat, the new CD single with 5 explosive mixes. Whatever. Okay? Mortal Kombat music is cool, but I'm not going to buy a CD in the mail. Okay, I don't care if it is 1993. Look at what I have next, the Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. Oh my gosh, I love this game. The cart is absolutely gorgeous. Nothing wrong with it at all. Booklet's got a little bit of wear and tear on the corner and stuff, but it's got the registration card in here too, tucked away inside the book. I mean, come on. I couldn't ask to find a cooler duo of fighting games for the Genesis than these. Pretty pumped. Tiger uppercut. Okay. Next up, a couple of discs I found the other day, not on this trip, but still in good condition, little scratch. I'm not going to go crazy over it. I got iNinja for the PS2. Holy car accident. So anyway, my wife's watching Twilight, so that's why I'm over here. But I'm kidding. They're not that bad. If you're retarded. Okay, disc is okay. It's got some scratches on it. Didn't expect much. These came from Shavers. Got that. Gonna love it. It's a nice little platformer akin to like Jak and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank, kind of like that, except you're a ninja. That's what it reminds me of when I look at the action photography. Guess what I got? I got a Greatest Hits edition of Sly Cooper 2 in good condition. It is complete. I hate the Players Edition, Greatest Hits editions. I hate those. The disc is a little scratched, but that's okay. It's going to play. I've just been looking forward to playing the second one because I have beaten the first one, and it's a sweet game. So we got that. Next up, this is all my wife's stuff. All my wife's stuff, but you're going to see an awesome find. Okay, let me show you. For all you action figure enthusiasts out there, please go get a mop and a broom so if you poo your pants, you can clean it up easily. I got to show you what I have over here. I don't even want to give you a hint until I sit down. Now, granted, it's not X-Men, okay, and it's not going to, end the world. Nobody's going to die. It's not going to cure cancer or feed, the people in Cambodia who are starving. But it is the most dope ass collection of Harry Potter action figures you're ever going to see. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's point it out. We got Draco Malfoy. We got Ron Weasley. We got Tom Riddle, a.k.a. Lord Voldemort. We got an awesomely detailed Hagrid back here. This thing weighs like 2 pounds. It's so sweet. Some of these from the first edition, so you know they're awesome. No accessories, unfortunately. No wands, no nothing. We got Professor Snape. We got Quidditch Harry, looking pretty dope. We got regular Harry with his glasses on. We got another Malfoy, so we got twins of them, but why leave them behind? Just pick them up. We got a Dumbledore, complete with some, like, I'm hiding something secret in my hand. I don't know why they did that. It looks very painful. Looks like an Egyptian. But anyway, we got a troll in the dungeon, and he's got no club, but this thing is awesome. These are going on a shelf to display. Next up, we got the guy who's got, whoa, Lord Voldemort's head hidden. Oh, look, it's Voldemort. Oh, poop. Check it out. It's the Dark Lord. Turn him back around. Pretty sweet. We got Harry with the invisible cape of nude, because he can run around with his dingus out and no one will know because he's invisible. We got Fluffy the 3-headed dog, complete with action jaws. Look, you can snap his jaws open. I mean, I haven't even looked up what these stupid things are worth, but I know it's got to be a lot. But she wants to keep them, and that's fine, because you know what? We collect stuff, and I'm sure someday if we really need money, we can sell them. But how cool is that? I don't even want to know what somebody shelled out for these for the Christmas season of 2001 or 2, or whenever they bought them. And then we got a Hungarian, what's this called? Horntail? Hungarian Horntail Dragon from Harry Potter. Look at the wingspan on this BIA. Look at this, look at this. This is my forearm. It's about as long as elbow to fingertip. This thing is huge. That's a big-ass dragon. Okay, the child inside me screamed when I saw these. I was like, are you kidding me? We got 2 things left I got to show you. Come over here. We got a vintage-esque, but not really vintage, gooseneck lamp. Push button. That's kind of cool. That's going to go in the spare bedroom. Probably on an end table. It's got a little energy saver light bulb in there. You know those aren't cheap. For free. This was a $2 lamp. I thought that was awesome. We go over here, and I got one last thing to show you. My new piece of artwork. It's a wooden carving of a hawk and a snake done off a solid piece of wood. This thing weighs about 10, 15 pounds. I don't know who the artist is because he didn't sign it, but it's definitely done by hand. It's carved out of a single block of wood. Let me show you. Oh my gosh, the heft of this thing. This is like holding like a backpack full of books, if you can remember what that feels like. That's about as heavy as it feels like. But check this thing out. This thing is dope. And I was like, man, I gotta have that. That is just too epic. Poised for battle. I mean, it's in excellent condition. It's carved out of a solid piece of wood, and heavy wood too. This is probably like cherry or walnut. It's a beast. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I got a lot of art lately, so I'm really happy. Art always makes your house or your apartment look pimpin'. So that's what it looks like. Pretty cool. From a distance, it almost looks like a dolphin or something. I don't know, but yeah. So, in total, for everything, okay, you ready? You don't even want to know, because this is ridiculous. These figures here, all this stuff. Okay, I guarantee you that dragon was probably $20 to $25 when it came out, right? Paid $8 for all of it. $8! $8. I bet there's people who are probably paying $15, $20. I'm just going to have to guess because I know what Harry Potter stuff is worth. $15 to $20 probably just for this troll. Maybe even more. The club, that's probably going to be a downside. But anyway, $8 for everything. In pretty much flawless condition. things aren't like all marked up and marred up and dented and scratched and beaten down. They look great. They look like you took them out of the package, set them on a shelf, and forgot about them. So that was $8, $5, $5, 0, 0, $1, 4, 4. These were 25, but this could potentially be worth 100 for itself, maybe. 2 for the lamp, 20 for the statue carving. The games were roughly $2 to $3 a piece, depending on the condition. The asteroids I think I got for $1, which is cool. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the grand jewels, the crown jewels, the grand awesome finds of this trip. I got 2 AT&T 3G smartphones for $10. QWERTY keyboards. Both work. Let me show you. See if you can... These actually work really well. Let's see if I can get them out of the... Get them in the light over here. It's amazing. I mean, you can... Loads super fast. 2 of them. One is a maroon color. Great working condition. I have 1 charger and 1 USB cable for both phones, but they're awesome. The batteries still had a charge when I pulled them out of the box. Who would donate these? I don't know. These still sell for about $30 a piece. I got both for $10. And then here's the black one. In excellent condition for its age. I think it's only a couple years old. I would imagine it came out in 09, maybe? I think. It's being charged right now. These have a cool little Windows-based interface. They're a Windows smartphone. Very cool. I'm probably going to be selling these on Craigslist. They take a SIM card, so obviously I'm going to do a system wipe, factory reset, and make these things gelling like Magellan, like a felon who's selling Ellen. I don't know. So this concludes my completely ridiculous video of stupidity. I buy a lot of stupid stuff, but I'm about to make some money on this crap. If I can sell these 2 for $50, I'm going to make $40 profit. If I could sell that lens for $100, I'm going to make $75 on the whole investment of the lenses, and then whatever else those ones make is pure profit on top of the profit. The figures are going to stick with us unless they're worth like $1,000, then they're getting sold. Just because you could buy whatever you want with $1,000. I'm joking. I don't know what they're worth. We're going to find out because our internet's down because our cable company sucks booty hole. You know those games are valuable. There's some good stuff in there. That shaving kit, I have no idea what that could be worth yet. It might be worth nothing. It could be worth a lot of something. It's up in the air. Monster cables, those are valuable. And so whatever I don't want is going to get sold. This will probably get sold because I already got one. I don't know. We'll see. But this is Bubba Nintendo with too much junk. Always going and spending money. Willy-nilly, wasting time. Being an inspiration to all of you in YouTube land. Metal horns. This is good. This is better. But you know what? This is crazy. In Scandinavia, all the guys do this. It's perfectly straight. Here in America, we tend to spread it out. I don't know. We're more relaxed with it. Okay. So, look for some new videos coming soon. I'm going to be posting, hopefully, not really a music video, but a video that contains one of my tracks that I recorded for my CD up soon. I have to figure out how to do that because I do not edit videos. I suck at that. Feel free to fast forward this video through the talking, but if you enjoy my unusually crazy banter, feel free to listen to the whole entire 30-minute video, as ridiculous as it sounds. I do it for you guys. Peace out.